What up, everybody? I'm your host, JP. This is my co-host, Josh.
Hey, everyone.
And welcome back to another episode of the FilmBros podcast. All right. So, I am tired. So, we're kind of recording this episode a little late. We didn't know if we were going to bring you guys an episode on Tuesday. I recently just had another kid. Yeah, I'm on my third one. Very exhausted. I am so tired. I'm so tired.
Mm-hmm.
Do I look tired?
Yeah, you look tired.
I look beat, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm exhausted. But
his bags have bags.
my baggage has baggage.
He's ready to go somewhere.
I'm ready to go to sleep. But the show goes on, and we're still gonna be here and give you the good takes. Hopefully, tomorrow's episode, you guys will hear a more uppity, more upbeat me. I'll go get some sleep then. But until then, the content drives forward.
Mm-hmm.
The content drives forward. And with that, I just want to start off with The Flash. So we had some good things happen for The Flash. It reached a major milestone.
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
I was like, what milestone was that?
Well, according to the Twitter account, apparently it reached a milestone. So worldwide, as the time of recording, I know we talked about it in our Saturday episode, but at the time of recording right now, worldwide box office went up to 261 million, giving The Flash the milestone title of having the world's biggest superhero comic book movie flop. Not just a 2023, not just the hardest flop of 2023, the number one spot for the biggest superhero comic book movie flop. And I, for one, cannot get enough of saying, I fucking told you so. I fucking told you so. And you could suck a bag, bro. Suck a bag of them. Because I literally said, this movie, there's no way that this movie was going to move on to like everybody, bro. I knew word of mouth was going to spread like wildfire. Tell people that fuck what Tom Cruise said. Fuck what Jaden Smith said. I already knew that this wasn't going to go as far as they were hoping it for. Do I feel bad on their poor judgment? Kind of. At the same time, you got to think you're a multi-million-dollar company. You should be able to have seen this coming. 100%.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. This movie just, it kind of deserves to be the biggest flop, I feel. In all of its glory. It deserves to have that title. I don't know. If the old DC saw this and was like, damn, 8 million is a flop, they should look back and be like, nah, 2 million is the worst.
Yeah.
2 million.
Mine is 2 million.
Like, it's not even a good look. This isn't good.
Yeah. And for funsies, I thought I'd just read off the top 10 list. So on number 10, we got Green Lantern with losing 75 million.
God damn.
We got The New Mutants at number 9, losing 84 million.
That makes sense.
Number 8, R.I.P.D., 92 million.
Yeah.
Bad CGI.
Bad CGI.
I think the movie's actually really good if the CGI didn't look bad.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, I'm assuming this is Fantastic Four. But
It doesn't give a year?
it does not. I'm assuming it's Fan Four Stick though.
I would imagine Fan Four Stick.
100 million. Number 6 is Black Adam with 100 million. Number 5 is the Suicide Squad with 130 million. Number 4 is Dark Phoenix with 133 million. Number 3 is Wonder Woman 84 with 137 million.
Mm-hmm.
Shazam! Fury of the Gods 150 million. And then The Flash with a whopping $200 million debt. It's so bad. It's so bad. And if you notice, 6 of this top 10 list
DC
belong to DC.
Yeah.
So you just gotta go and just use your brain a little bit and just look over on the other side of the fence and be like, what the fuck are they doing over there? What the fuck's going on? Ryan Reynolds himself made fun of himself going to get cast as the Green Lantern in a Marvel project. They literally got dissed. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, DC needs to get everything under control because this is terrible.
New Mutants and Fan Four Stick are pretty bad, though. They're pretty bad.
The New Mutants, yeah, that one's pretty bad. But that one's a botched up mess. That one has to have, like, a movement to see the original vision. That one has to be, like, a Snyder Cut movement, for sure.
Nah, it's too late.
No, Disney botched that one.
Yeah.
That one and the Dark Phoenix. They both deserve, like, a director's cut.
Maybe. But it's too late for that, probably. I don't think anyone's campaigning for those.
No. I think people were just like, oh, it is what it is.
We'll get something better.
Yeah.
Which is Cap, but
eventually. But either which way, having this news raises a big question. A lot of questions that we've been trying to answer. I know we touch up on it on a few of our episodes, but I don't think we really dive too deep into this. But the question is, can Warner Brothers afford James Gunn's DCU? Obviously, we already have the issue with The Flash. Like I said, 6 movies, top 10. They lost tons of money.
Yeah.
Lost tons of money.
Yeah.
Black Adam was one of those movies towards the end of the line there. Shazam, Fury of the Gods. It just keeps getting worse. These last 4 movies are going to do terrible. Those last 2, Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2, there's not 2 trailers for this movie. There's only been 1. I've been seeing people on Twitter all over the place. Oh, campaign. We got to make our own trailers for Blue Beetle. They can't afford to give you another trailer. Are you telling me all we're going to get is like that's all we're going to get? Come on, bro.
That trailer, I know. I feel like we could benefit from another trailer, but they're not going to give it to us. Or I don't know why they haven't given it to us. James Gunn was totally like, I think he's ready to let this one fall too.
100. I think so too, 100%. I think Zaslav, it kind of hit him in the face like these movies are unsalvageable now. Ever since James Gunn made his announcement, ever since we've seen the quality of these movies start going down because it's already at the end of the line. This DCU, as I said in a previous episode, isn't going down gracefully. It's fucking dying and taking shit on itself. It's really bad. Yeah. Like, and vomiting probably. Like, seething is literally just like there's no way that they're just allowing the DCEU to die like this. This was supposed to be the franchise that was supposed to rival Marvel and, give them a run for their money. And here we are at the tail end, and it's just bad CGI. Now, I won't say the Flash's story was 100% bad. I think it had a good core, but the outside was shit, and that was a problem. Somewhere in there was probably a good movie, but it was torn up by a couple other regimes that wanted to put DC in their own direction. Mm-hmm. It really does beg that question. Will they have money for James Gunn's DCU, especially now hearing too that Matt Reeves is getting his own universe as well, side by side with James Gunn's DCU? They're calling it the Batverse.
That's funny.
Saying that every movie within Matt Reeves' universe will basically be treated as separate entities and is being labeled right now as the Batverse.
It's because they know that the Batman, quote unquote, made money, right? So they're looking toward that to be like, okay, if our DCU is flopping, at least we're ranking in dough with the DCU. I mean, with the Batverse, whatever you want to call it. So they're probably using that to like peddle money also. But I don't know. That sounds confusing as fuck. And again, if we can have that Batman, why couldn't we have our Batman?
Exactly. And I'm going to put it as bluntly as possible. I don't have time to tiptoe right now. I am burnt out. Like I said, I just had another baby. I'm over here I'm giving everybody this shit raw. Pause. The thing is they don't have faith in James Gunn's DCU. And this is not me talking shit. This is not me trying to understand Gunn's whatever, because if anything, I have optimism for Gunn's universe. I'm hoping that this DCU is the universe that we get a good Superman, a good Batman, whatever. I'm hoping, because as a fan, this is what I want. These are the things that I want. You know what I mean? I'm not really up for this Batverse shit. I wasn't for the Batman. I didn't really like Robert Pattinson's Batman, even though I was the one advocating in the beginning, like, oh, give him a chance. Everybody, look at how we treated Ben Affleck. You even remember when the Batman first started coming out. Yeah. I even told you, like, this might be good. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen the trailers, but when I sat during that movie, that shit was just so fucking boring. Now, I'm not saying that the rest of it is going to be boring. He might, know what to pick and choose and make it different and stuff like that. But is the money that should be going to James Gunn's universe being siphoned off for this Batverse, because it could potentially, honestly, let's think about it. Doesn't have all the slack. The Batman is basically universally loved. Not a lot of people talk shit about it. Not even the Snyder Bros have any like valid critique against it besides that it's probably boring or whatever,
yeah.
blah blah blah. And if that's the case, they're not going to repeat it into the ground like some people like to go after Zack Snyder's movies. But hey, we're going to leave that to the side. I don't think this universe has a lot of friction around it, so I think Zaslav is more than happy to shell out cash to be like, in case this universe doesn't take off, at least we have Matt Reeves' universe that we can fall back on.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, and you know, me connecting the dots, like I said, I'm like a madman over here. Look, I've had 3 days to sit in the hospital and think of this shit. Okay, so if what do you call it? Basically, cut off his, and potentially maybe if Reeves is open to it, start a universe off of his. You know what I mean, with Superman and stuff like that. And you know, hearing that Zaslav might sell to NBC one of these days, who knows?
Yeah.
Nobody, that's still up in the air. If they can at least say that they have a successful franchise there, you know, whether it's the Batverse or whether it's James Gunn's DCU, then at least then it'll make for a sweeter ticket, I guess, at the end of the day. Like, oh yeah, we have a franchise that's flourishing very well. People love this shit.
I don't know. I don't think that's the case. I don't think I'm 100% sure that yes, he's gonna bring out money to shelf for Matt Reeves' universe. I don't know if it's because of faith or not. It's probably because his is in his was in development first. You know what I mean? So he wants to cycle behind that to bring in that dough first before pumping it into Superman Legacy and whatever else. But I called it. I called this way back when too. Like, no one's seeing these movies. There's not gonna be money for these movies. That's it. That's like point blank simple. And like, people want to call me like, oh, you don't know the business. And I'm like, I don't know the business, but I can tell you, wanting to sell your music isn't a good look.
Selling off your shows isn't a good look.
Like you can tell they're on their crutches. And
let's be honest, them putting all promotion. Think about it right now. What do we do? What do we just talk about? Blue Beetle, 0 promotion. Barbie, tons of promotion.
Yeah.
I'm seeing so many clips on the internet. I feel like I've seen the whole thing already. So many clips that Warner Brothers putting out of the Barbie movie. So be careful, guys. If you guys don't want any spoilers or anything, avoid the internet. There's so many, and it's not even people pirating the movie. It's fucking Warner Brothers who is just like, come watch this. I
saw the Ken song.
Yeah, that one too.
That what's his name sings? Ryan Gosling sings.
Yeah. It doesn't look bad. I'm not saying it looks bad. It's just you can tell where Warner Brothers has their faith right now.
Yeah,
they don't have it in the it's not on superheroes in general. They didn't really bang out money for Shazam, Black Adam, kind of, but that's probably because The Rock kind of pushed for it. But even then, a lot of the marketing came in the tail end with Henry Cavill. It wasn't really in the beginning. So it shows you where they have their chips right now too. If you really think about it, they're banking hard on other movies that aren't comic book movies.
Yeah, because they know their shit isn't hitting right now, which is crazy. Because I wanted Blue Beetle to make it, but now it's because like
Are you part of the Blue Beetle battalion?
That was a dream casting. Having what's his name be the Blue Beetle, the dude from the dude from oh yeah, that's his name, right? So I can't remember his full name.
The dude that's playing Blue Beetle?
Yeah.
Xylo? Yeah. Him.
Like, he was dream casting. And the fact that he might not even make it out of this kind of says a lot. Like, that kind of sucks.
But that's James Gunn's fault. That's Warner Brothers' fault. That was crazy that he was able to announce his slate. And keep it a buck. I was even one of those that was like, okay, I'm willing to wait to maybe Comic-Con if he has something good to show. At least then, by Comic-Con, you could have at least let Blue Beetle pass, and if Aquaman would have tanked, you would have at least been able to have been like, well, he's gonna be Lobo anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But now you didn't just sink one ship, you sunk 4. So how are you gonna be able to pay for that one, for this new universe that you're trying to buy? How are you gonna pay for all 4 ships? Pay for this new universe that you're trying to do, plus a fucking side universe? I thought, what happened that there's not gonna be 2 Batman running around? Why not just use Reeves' Batman as a jumping point and connect Superman and all that stuff to this universe? Why he do 2? And if you're doing 2, might as well do 3. Fucking restore the Snyderverse on Netflix. Come on now. If you're doing 2, might as well just do 3.
Yeah.
At least one of them is gonna be funded by somebody else.
Something
You're
to bring in that money.
You're gonna get some kind of support over there, some kind of child support.
Yeah. Something.
These two, they ain't got no milk in the fridge. God damn it! Come on now, it's crazy. I don't know, man. It's so mind-boggling what's going on over there at DC, over there at Warner Bros. Now DC, let's just say, I mean, I can give it the benefit of the doubt because we can say that it's been through so much turmoil. It's been through so much shit. You got so much going on. You got people pulling this way. You got other people pulling that way. The Rock was fighting for this spot. DeLuca and the partner was over here fighting for the spot. DeLuca is the movie distributor over there at Warner Brothers.
Yeah. And
then James Gunn coming into the fold. Matt Reeves over there trying to figure out what the fuck's happening to Joker's face.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Barry Keoghan.
So it's so much stuff happening that it's, man, if you guys think you're having a hard time wrapping your brain around all this drama, just think about me with zero sleep and just having all this shit being able to run wild in my head.
Yeah, no, it's not a good look, man. It's not gonna work. I don't see it working. Shit, Superman Legacy shelved pretty soon.
I don't know, because Superman Legacy is looking to be an origin story, but not the origin story that we were looking for. According to James Gunn, is being looked at as a workplace origin story. So, with that, that's not even just... This is probably straight from Peter Safran and James Gunn, the way that they describe the movie. The way the movie's going to come out is probably going to be totally different. But they really label it as a origin story, a workplace origin story, saying that a good portion could be focused on Superman's civilian identity. Kind of like referencing towards that. So, I mean, are we into that? Is that what we want? Do we want to see more? Is it going to be what's it going to call, like a reverse The Batman? You know how he was mostly in his bat suit and Robert Pattinson came out of it every once in a while? Are we going to see Clark Kent and then Superman come out every once in a while? Are we getting a repeat of Superman Returns again?
I sure fucking hope not. As much as I like Superman Returns, this movie, if this is the way it's going, this isn't going to work. I can see it now. Oh, his movie was boring and this and that, and he wasn't in the costume enough, and so on and so forth. And I'm like, well, two options is, the first one is A, y'all put the faith in the wrong man, or B, there was just no big budget for a big action sequence. So a lot of it is going to be taking place in a simple office, which is fucking ridiculous.
We're going to have the Clark Kent in the office. That's it. Just like office jokes and shit. Go send him to do a couple reporting duties.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. This, to me, a workplace origin story. And I don't know if you heard too, but James Gunn basically tweeted, like, I guess somebody said, how old is Superman going to be? And he basically said that the same age as the actor David Cornsweet, which is, he's 30.
David Cornsweet is 30.
And I'm just like, isn't Henry Cavill 30?
He's older than when he started, I think I saw. He's older than when Henry Cavill was in Man of Steel.
Yeah, because wasn't he in his 20s? I think he was like 29 or 28.
Something like that. And even then, he's going to be 30-something when the movie actually comes out. So that whole, he needs a younger Superman thing, it's not working out too well, because now he's old. He's going to be old. So now it comes back full circle. He just wanted to get rid of Henry Cavill. He fired him.
Because he just didn't want him in this new
universe.
universe.
Didn't want him.
Which makes sense. He obviously wants to keep whoever he's going to keep. Did you see that Vigilante's going to come back?
I did. And I fucking hate it. I fucking... If there's any character I hate more than Peacemaker, it's Vigilante.
I thought it was just fucking ridiculous. I was more pointing out the fact that, like, he really is going to keep the people that really made him money. Peacemaker, Vigilante, or not even made him money, that he created. We're going to see more hardcore. The dude with the glasses.
Oh, yeah. The whole Peacemaker crew.
Steve Agee, whatever his name is. I don't know his name in the show, but... I don't know. God. Workplace origin story, though.
That shit sounds lame. Sounds boring.
You saw that deleted scene, too, I've been seeing it on Twitter where he's like in a cage or whatever. And
Oh, for Guardians?
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that.
I was like, what the fuck?
The Snyder fans got their hand on it, and it made them. The memes they've been sharing with that is the funniest thing.
Damn. Yeah, it just makes you think, like, what the fuck's gonna happen with this new universe? Seems like a lot of shit's going on. We don't even know we're gonna be able to fund this. If it is just a workplace origin story, is it because we don't have enough money for action sequences? Is it because James Gunn don't know how to direct action sequences that are gonna top Man of Steel? Is it because, like, all these questions come up, and I guess, you know, everybody's gonna say, "Oh, you're judging too soon. You don't even know what he has in the bag."
That's
blah,
not
blah,
it
blah,
at
blah.
all, man.
But it's like, to me, if you see his older filmography, if you see his older movies, you get a sense of what you're probably gonna see coming into it. You know what I mean? I could probably say maybe Guardians of the Galaxy aside, because he needed to fit within that formula. So what, you know, we saw something different with the Suicide Squad, even though it is part of the top 10 most lost in superhero box office ever. But that was during COVID. We don't know if that's, you know, we don't know if that's what played the big part, which we're all assuming it did. I don't know, man. I like I said, I'm optimistic about his universe. It just seems like there's so much shit going against it, that if he makes one wrong step out of the gate, that's the deadly kill. Like he doesn't his health bar is not 100. He's at 10 health right now. Kid you not, 10% health.
I'm telling you, what's gonna nail it in the fucking coffin is the suit. It's what the suit is gonna look like. I'm telling you.
I'm guessing we're gonna get like a New 52 type shit.
Really?
New 52 with trunks. Watch.
Well, the New 52 suit doesn't have trunks.
I know, New 52 with trunks.
If they give him trunks, I'm out. I'm not watching him revert. I'm not watching him go back.
Superman with trunks is your line in the sand.
Yes,
that's where you're like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a weird line to draw.
If I like think about it, like we haven't had Batman in trunks in a while.
When was the last time?
Adam West.
Yeah.
And the animated show, but that's animated, you know. Two different
Affleck
things.
didn't have trunks.
No, he had solid pants. Robin, I don't know if you saw the suit, but his kind of looked like he was gonna wear like trunks, kind of. But like his suit was like armored still.
Well, who wants to see underwear outside of the suit? That's just my thing. Like, maybe it was a good look back in the day because it was back in the day, but nowadays it's a different time. You want to like a
pants, my guy, pants.
Oh, I thought you said pets.
No,
I was gonna say we're probably gonna get crypto for sure.
Pantaloons. But what do you call it? I don't know, because that would be my ideal suit, just like New 52. If people want it bright and colored, whatever, and then like my favorite part of the New 52 suit is the black symbol on the red cape on the back. Like I like that better than the yellow one, the gold one, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't mind that, but
I like where the cape sits. I like how it's right here on the shoulders.
Yeah,
and it's not like around the neck collar and all that stuff. Even though I like that classic look, I think it's sick how it just comes out the shoulders.
Yeah. But yeah, trunks would really throw me out, and I'm telling you, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for everybody.
It's not gonna be it for everybody.
I'm telling you, yeah.
I will not. I'm not gonna look at this Superman and be like, oh, he has trunks. I don't like it. Now, if the suit's ugly, that's a different story. I will say if the suit's ugly.
You used to be ugly with trunks.
You know what's crazy? I can't even trust your judgment because you used to think the Flash suit looked good.
Which Flash suit?
The Flash suit. You thought the Flash suit looked good.
It did look good. It looked good with the yellow. It doesn't look good just red. I still stand by that.
So it doesn't look good.
It looks good when
if it doesn't look good on all angles, it doesn't look good.
That's not true.
That is very much true.
No.
Yes.
No. Because you can like a suit from a certain angle, but the entire concept can be ass.
So you're gonna, when you're like, oh, this is my favorite suit, they're gonna be like a frontal picture of it, and you're gonna be like, no, like this, and then you're gonna show them an angled picture that hits it just right, and you're gonna be like, this is peak, and it's
do
like
more of that. Shade it like this.
that is called catfishing. That is called catfishing, my man. That is exactly what that's called. Yeah, that is a fake out.
No,
you do not do that. I hope you don't do that online.
Like
that is.
Oh no. Like give me let me tell you. The No Way Home suit, the last one he makes when in the final swing, right?
Hot take is ugly.
I think it's ugly.
Okay.
Like, it looks like ass. But in the moment when it was swinging and stuff, it looked kind of cool.
No, I hated.
But once people were like, "Oh, here's a better look at it," and whatever else, I was like, "Yeah, no, this doesn't look as good as it did in the movie. This is not good."
It didn't look good in the movie either. I didn't like. I wasn't. I think it was the blue that was throwing me off. I think I liked the red and the spider. Yeah.
Light of a blue.
As soon as I seen the blue, I was like, this doesn't look good. So I was like, no, I was out of that one. Yeah, man.
But yeah, no. The day the suit is shown is the day it's gonna be bad.
My man is gonna let Trunks determine his future. That's crazy.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, but I understand too.
Like, think about
I get the whole reverting thing. Like, oh, we're going backwards, because it does make sense. Like, why are we gonna go from a modernized suit that looks sleek and cool? Because I mean, futuristically, like, when you see something that you're like, oh, that's futuristic, it's always so like smooth, so clean, very like those little interconnected lines on certain things that just make it look like data kind of in a way. You know what I mean? It just is different. A lot of the new stuff is to look like that, sleek and clean and everything like that. And
like,
having Trunks, it looks like it'll just fuck up the whole organic, like that organic visuals that you'd get from that, you know?
Yeah. And like, think about the future concept of Superman and like the Batman Beyond Superman. He is just a black and white suit, no cape, no trunks, you know? And like that is meant to be sleek and whatnot, right? And like, that's because he got rid of all the clashing stuff, trunks and cape. But I know if you take away the cape, that's a bigger problem. but yeah, no, the suit is gonna make or break it for me.
Well, I can't say that I disagree, because the suit is a big part, but it's not gonna completely rub me the wrong way.
Like, you know, the My Adventures with Superman show. You haven't seen it yet, right? You haven't gotten around to seeing it. You've seen the suit though, right?
Yeah.
Like, he has the trunks and stuff. The cape is kind of like how you said. It's like here, but what's throwing me off is the symbol. The symbol looks fucking ridiculous.
It looks like a Z.
Yeah, it doesn't look like an S. It looks weird.
Yeah, I seen it too. I was like, no. And the only reason why I could say, like, I don't mind a bad suit, because, like, if you notice too, like, all the earlier, like, think about it too. We're gonna be talking about it right now. It's a good little segue. Think about it too. Where did we start off with Wolverine, right? And now where are we ending up with Wolverine?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I can still love the character if the suit's not like comic accurate or looks that good or whatever.
Yeah.
As long as we get to something like this one day. And that, like I said, that's leading us to our next topic. But the first look that Ryan Reynolds gave us of Deadpool last week, he has decided to grace our screens again and give us another look, not only with Deadpool, but with Wolverine in his classic suit.
Yellow and blue.
A lot of people were making fun of the sleeves, but I'm like, I don't know. I kind of dig the sleeves. I know they were like, oh, they should have went sleeveless. The only thing is, Hugh Jackman did not get yoked for this role again to have his muscles hidden. So I'm hoping these sleeves get ripped off at some point. 100%.
That would be funny. I would imagine. Maybe. So maybe somewhere along the way he just tears them off. He's like, this shit is too restricting. Freaking takes it off or whatever.
Like, it's probably going to be played as a gag, I feel.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I feel like there's going to be... And seeing this, too, like, we're already hearing that this movie's going to be... that this movie's supposed to, like, be what Multiverse of Madness wasn't.
Yeah,
we're going to see a lot of Fox characters returning. Hearing Daredevil, Ben Affleck's Daredevil, Elektra might come back.
Yes.
All the X-Men, the Fox cast, Magneto, David, or what's the name, Fassbender, Michael Fassbender, and Ian McKellen might come back. We already seen what's his name, Patrick Stewart come back. So I mean, that's not really like a big deal, but he might come back too. And then now seeing that they're doubling down and showing us more pictures, because when they announced the movie, who was it? It was Hugh Jackman and Daredevil and Deadpool.
Yeah.
Now they're doubling down and being like, this movie is not just Deadpool's movie. This is literally going to be Deadpool and Wolverine. They're just slapping Deadpool 3 on there. This is going to be like a buddy type situation through and through.
Road trip kind of film for these two. I was excited when I seen it. I woke up, got on Instagram, and I was like, no fucking way. And then I tweeted about it. But, like, I thought it was going to look goofy. Like, I thought this was going to look stupid. But it actually looks pretty solid. I know a lot of his suits in the past were just black or whatever, or he didn't wear one. I think he wore one in Days of Future Past for a little bit before going back to regular clothes or whatever. But none of them really fit the title. But this one looks sick.
I think the only glimpse we got of a Wolverine suit was in a deleted scene for the Wolverine.
Yeah.
It was in that box.
That
or whatever.
chick hands him the briefcase and he opens it and you can like see the mask and gloves and stuff. And I think he goes, "I'm not wearing that" or whatever. And then it cuts. The Fox is notorious for handing us comic accurate suits and then like not using them.
It's true. I don't know why they did that. Worst offenders. Maybe they just were like, you know what? Let's be honest. The comic book community could not handle that at that time. If we were gonna argue about comic accurate suits back then, we would never even have superheroes at this point. I think they were just like, no,
here's a nod.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a nod. We can't really, adapt it to make it look super good. So let's just not. You know what I mean? Whereas I feel like we're at that point where why can't you make a suit like that? You know what I mean? I'm sure you can. Fucking Marvel CGI'd that dude in Multiverse of Madness suit, the one with the horn, the black dude. What's his name? Black Voice, something like that.
Black Voice.
No, what's his name? Black Bolt.
Black Bolt. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. That suit was all CGI, so even with the CGI suit, they could get hella comic accurate if they wanted to. So I don't know. Like I said, I can see it too. The sleeves, maybe. I like it's too much yellow. It reminds me of America. You know the team, the soccer team. Yeah. But I would just say get rid of the damn sleeves too. But other than that, it looks sick. Look at his fucking the holes for his claws. That's nice. I zoomed into this picture like 20 times.
Yeah, it looks really good.
And he still looks young, man. Fucking Hugh Jackman, man. Fountain of youth. Fountain of youth?
He doesn't age.
Well, him and Tom Cruise have found the fountain of youth.
Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves.
Not really. He looks old now.
No.
Yeah, he's letting himself go. Poor guy.
No.
Either which way, Tom Cruise, like I said, found the fountain of youth. And he's even saying that he wants to go as far as 80 years old with these Mission Impossible movies, saying that he looks up to Harrison Ford. I thought part 1 and part 2 of Dead Reckoning was supposed to be the end of it, but apparently he's open for more. It sounds like
never the end of it.
He goes on to say during an interview, and Dead Reckoning part 1 is going to be coming out this weekend, so he's doing his rounds of interviews right now, telling an interviewer that Harrison Ford is a legend, and I hope to be still going. I've got 20 years to catch up with him. I hope to keep making Mission Impossible films until I'm his age. And he's 61 right now. And he looks like that at 61.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he does look really good for his age.
He does, dude.
80-something, though? Your heart is going to, like, drop out of your chest at some point, my guy.
I think this dude is, like, immune to everything at this point.
Ain't no way.
He's immune. There's no way because, like, he's been doing these Mission Impossible movies since 96. I think the first Mission Impossible came out since 96. We're in 2023. What is Dead Reckoning? Is that is this his 10th movie? You have 1, 2, 3, Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Fallout, Dead Reckoning, 1 and 2. So it'd be 8.
Part 1 and 2, 8, 7, 8.
I feel like I'm missing one though.
No, I think you got him.
Yeah, Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Fallout. Yeah, that should be it. I think that's right. So either which way, and he's saying it's because he sees that Harrison Ford is making Indiana Jones films till now. But if you think about it, Tom Cruise, the last couple of them that he made weren't the best. But for some reason, with Mission Impossible films, he keeps upping the ante. People seem to be interested every single time. He's making more and more. I'm surprised that not one of his films has made $1 billion yet. Maybe this one might be it. Maybe part 1 and part 2 might be the $1 billion club.
I hope. He deserves it. These movies are really good. I'm not too sure about doing it till he's 80 though. There has to be a line. There has to be a line to draw
Of when to stop.
Of when to stop. Because even now, Harrison Ford we know he's old, but like he's not doing. He just had his last Indiana Jones one 10 years after the last one, I think, right?
Yeah.
Don't do this, Tom Cruise. Do something else. Make another Top Gun. You'll be alright.
Top Gun or over there at DC. Fuck it. I mean,
be a Green Lantern.
We've been hearing some courting over there.
Be a Green Lantern.
And have you been hearing the rumors too that Vanessa Kirby might be in the running to be Sue Storm?
I did not know.
Vanessa Kirby. She's gonna be coming out in Dead Reckoning. She's gonna be what I'm assuming to be Tom Cruise's love interest in this one, but Haley Atwell is gonna be in it as well. But she seems more like the villain coming from the commercials. Like she's gonna be like a twist. I feel like she's gonna be the twist. I think she's gonna be the bad guy. But I don't know. I'm jumping the gun. But yeah, have you heard about her? Do you know her? She came out in Fallout. In Kirby. You don't remember that movie too much?
No.
I'm gonna be rewatching them pretty soon. You'll probably rewatch them with me then, because I want to catch up to. First of all, I want to just see Fallout because of Henry Cavill fucking cocking his arms, bro. Fucking cocking his arms, getting ready to punch the next dude. That's great. Every single movie just gets better. I think the only one that falls flat for me out of all of them is probably like the second one. But even then, it's not even that bad. It doesn't like snag you to the point where you're like, I'm done watching. It was just more like,
okay,
we get it. What's it called? Growing pains.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like moving on to the next level. Moving on though, RDJ apparently being seen on the set of Captain America: Brave New World. A lot of people are saying he's not in the movie, that he was just there to test drive the cars. But if I know what I know, and what I know is that there's never coincidences. Well, there is sometimes. There is sometimes coincidences. But not that often. But it can be pretty often sometimes. So, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that he's going to have some kind of guest starring role, some kind of low capacity, maybe a message that he probably pre-recorded that they're going to play in this movie? What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I'd imagine he'd probably show up as like a flashback or something. But I don't want him in the movie.
I don't think he'll be in the movie like that. Not in the capacity if he's still alive. I think he'll probably get something
from general,
beyond the grave.
In general, I don't think I want him.
You don't want to see him at all? Not even as a hologram?
No.
Like, oh, Don Cheadle, I knew you'd be... No, that's not it. Sam Wilson, I knew you'd be the new Captain America.
We're going to get those two mixed up. That's crazy.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. I don't think I want him. I don't think I want him at all. It's time to let that boy rest.
RDJ?
Iron Man.
Oh, Iron Man.
Yeah.
He's been resting for too long, and look where Marvel's at in the shitter. If I was RDJ, I'd be like, sounds like y'all need me. I'd be like, bust out the checkbook.
They'd be like, nah, stay over there. As like their fucking house is a fucking mess.
Telling you.
It's not going to work. I don't think I want him in the movie. But if he is, I'd imagine it'd be a flashback or something like that.
A lot of people are saying that it's not anything too serious. It's just him driving the cars on set or whatever for his Mac show. But I don't know, man. A little too coincidental to be like, oh yeah, he just was driving the cars
Yeah, I don't know. Driving a car
on their set, Marvel set. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Somewhere
Doesn't sound.
him and Kevin Feige are tight.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
sound the way y'all trying to spin it. We know better, Marvel. Fuck you.
Me personally, like I said, if they bring him back, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but they would need a pretty solid route to go and do that. It can't just be all willy nilly like, oh, he's just back. You know what I mean? It needs to be like something worth bringing him back.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're on the same page, it is just a rumor, guys. So who knows if we'll see him in there? I'm like I said, my money is that he might be in there. It was probably like, yeah, you got to ride the cars after you record these lines real quick, and he was just like,
Damn.
I guess might as well. But if you guys been missing RDJ, don't forget to go watch Oppenheimer. He's in that one, so very exciting stuff. Can't wait to go see that one. Moving on to our last couple topics, we got a new trailer for Killers of the Flower Moon with Leonardo DiCaprio, Martin Scorsese directing.
Yeah.
And we got a teaser trailer for a Bob Marley biography movie. I believe his son, one of his sons, is playing Bob Marley himself in that one. But let's go ahead and get started with Killers of the Flower Moon. We seen the trailer before. We saw the first trailer,
The first one.
and that one was pretty hype.
Mm-hmm.
That one was.
Yeah. Let's see if this one can do it better.
What are you expecting to see? I know. I don't know if you remember the first trailer.
I remember the first one.
Do you remember it pretty good?
Yeah.
That one was more like a thriller. Like you don't really know what this movie's about.
They were trying to lure you in with suspense and stuff.
Yeah. So what? Now that we're getting the second trailer, is there something that you're coming to expect to see a little bit more
I'm
of?
just expecting a little bit more clarity about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be it.
Yeah, because the first one did a really good job of just being like,
just bringing you in.
Yeah.
Like look at the curtain, wonder what's behind it, but we're not gonna show you that shit yet. Just wait. Right here.
Exactly.
Like, I hope this one reveals.
Hopefully you subscribe to Apple TV. Yeah, I would say the same thing. I just want a little bit more of what this movie's gonna be about, and hopefully we see this with this trailer. You ready?
Yes.
You ready to see greatness that is Leonardo DiCaprio? All right, let's go.
You know, you got nice color skin. What color would you say that is?
My color.
The Osage. They have the worst land possible. But they outsmarted everybody. The land had oil on it. Black gold. Money flows freely here now. I do love that money, sir. This wealth should come to us. Their time is over. It's just going to be another tragedy.
When this money started coming, we should have known it came with something else. They're like buzzards circling our people. We're still warriors.
I ought to kill these white men who killed my family. I need you here.
I am right here. You've got to take back control of your home.
I was sent down from Washington, D.C. to see about these murders.
See, what about them?
See who's doing it.
Expecting a miracle to make all this go away. You know they don't happen anymore.
Interesting.
completely different trailer than what we
Yeah.
got the first time around.
Mhm.
Completely.
I think I vibe with it though.
Huh?
I think I like it.
I like it too. It looks really good. What it looks like to me, I don't know what you got from the trailer, but what it looks like to me seems like we're gonna get that Romeo and Juliet story. You know, Leonardo DiCaprio, a white man dating Indian. At the time, they're kind of being separated by white men. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you can't be in our land. Oh, you can't be in our city, stuff like that, and they get looked down upon, and they wound up using it. What it looks like to me, it looks like they're using like the Indians and kind of framing them to make it look like, oh, they're robbing banks and doing all this kinds of stuff, while Leonardo DiCaprio is doing it for his family. It looks like I don't know. That's what I'm getting from the trailer. I don't know what you were getting.
It looks like they're framing them to a certain capacity.
Yeah.
Whether it be to gain oil, or maybe what you're saying about the banks. But it looks like they are going to try and manipulate the Indians because they're talking about their land and all this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd imagine has something to do with that.
Yeah.
I don't know though. They're probably going to manipulate them, and like if they are robbing the banks or whatever, they're going to use them as their scapegoat. Be like, oh, with them in jail, their land is free. Their friend has oil.
There you go. Yeah.
We can take the oil with no trouble.
Exactly. Damn.
Cracking the code. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you ain't that slick, Scorsese. But either which way, I mean, I'm excited for this shit.
Yeah,
I want to see it. The first trailer pulled me in. This one kept me hooked, 100%.
Leonardo DiCaprio is such a good fucking actor.
Martin Scorsese is a good fucking director, man. And whoever edited their trailer for this one, at least that one was.
Yeah, that was really good.
That one was actually very soulful. I was like, okay. I was like, bob your head a little bit to it. Now we're moving on though to Bob Marley's. This one's actually coming from Paramount Plus or Paramount Pictures as well. Killers of the Flower Moon is coming from Paramount Pictures, but it's gonna be on Apple TV.
Yeah,
which is weird.
Fucking weird.
That is weird. I'm hoping it comes on Paramount, so I don't have to get Apple TV. So, but
3 months, 3 months free.
Are you expecting something out of a Marley trailer? Or are you just happy that he's getting a movie?
I was expecting this to come sooner or later.
I was expecting it sooner.
Well, when that whole era of biopics was coming.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think I'm expecting anything too outrageous because I know his music but I don't know. I basically know nothing about this man.
You don't know excuse me. You don't really know anything about his life, what he brought. You don't know about the love and spirit that Bob Marley brought into this world.
That's why I just know the music. I don't know him as a dude. You know what I mean? I had an idea of who Queen is, the dude that sings, the leader of the band, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
I had an idea of who he was, Michael Jackson's, Elvis, so on and so forth. I don't know anything about Bob Marley as a person.
No? Oh, okay. Yeah. Me personally, I do know. Well, I know of Bob Marley. I've heard about him since I was growing up. I used to be a huge fan of him. I used to listen to him when I was first introduced to him, and I looked into him and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this dude's cool. Maybe because I was young too, and they were selling the Bob Marley drinks or whatever, and I was like, oh, weed, whatever, blah blah. And I was just I got really super into it for a good 6 months. And then it kind of washed away. But either which way, I still do like Bob Marley. And honestly, a way past due biography. But it sounds like his son is playing him in this movie as well. So maybe that's why they were waiting. They were like, we're going to wait for the seed to grow.
Like with Ice Cube's son.
Yeah.
In
NWA.
Strata Compton.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's get started.
Well, jamming. Hope you like jamming too.
Where you want to start?
From the beginning. Reggae is a people music. People coming together.
Ooh, yeah.
You know you're a superstar.
All right. Well, jamming.
I'm a superstar.
I wanna jam it with you. We can do it anyhow.
war going on.
We're jamming,
You can't separate the music and the message.
'cause every day we pay the price.
And what is the message?
Sacrifice.
Peace.
Oh, life is worth much more than gold.
Bob, they try to kill you and your wife. And now you're choosing to return to Jamaica to play a peace concert? Don't you fear for your life?
So we gonna walk through the roads of creation.
My life is not important to me.
Are you satisfied
My life is for people.
with the life you're living?
Do you really think this world will make it?
Yes. There's no other way.
Exodus,
That's the source of your strength.
we know where we're from. We'll leave Babylon. We're going to a fatherland. We know where we're going. We know where we're from. Open your eyes. Look within. Now, 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 now. Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied with the life you're living?
One love, one heart, one destiny.
2024
We're jamming.
Okay.
looks pretty good. I like
I'm
it.
kind of vibing with that. Yeah.
Now I don't know if it's because of the music that was making me feel a little sentimental. Because, like I said, Bob Marley is really like, man, his whole like vibe and everything is just peace and love and shit like that. So like, his music always hits a little different. But I'm just worried because, like I said, it is his son. I don't really know what he's been in before. I'm just worried more like it's only happened one other time, and that was with that Tupac biography, the All Eyes on Me. Though he looked kind of like Tupac, I'm not saying he was 100%.
Yeah.
His acting wasn't all there for me in that one. And in the trailers, when it was leading up to it coming out, it was a lot of not letting him talk, not showing a lot of his face, letting the music kind of promote the trailer kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of sensation I was getting from this trailer, was that they weren't really showing his son acting as Bob Marley. Maybe in a few scenes when he's just kind of chilled out or whatever, like laid down, and most of them were just like that. Maybe like a couple weren't. And that's what leading me to believe like, oh, this might, it looks good, but I'm hoping that they're not just trying to bait me with the music. And then, we show up and it's like,
Yeah.
those scenes that they've cut up for the trailer were the only best scenes that he gets close to Bob Marley,
I guess it's something to worry about. You do kind of get that fear, I think, out of every person that kind of plays these people. You know what I mean? Like,
especially if they're not like well-known actors.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they just try to get somebody that looks, you know what I mean? Because on paper it's like, oh yeah, get his son because he looks like Bob Marley, but can he act?
Like Rami Malek, when he was Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, see, that was smart.
He can act, and he did look like him. The dude that plays Elvis can act. He looked like Elvis.
Austin Butler.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, Ice Cube's son.
Yeah, he can act.
I know they tried to get Eazy-E's son to play Eazy-E, but he just didn't cut it. He couldn't act.
Yeah.
So I mean, heads or tails? I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
it comes with the territory,
Yeah,
you're either gonna get a great performance or a shit performance. But I hope he is giving it his all, not to like let his father down or nothing like that.
Exactly. And Yeah, because I think it's valid. It's just more. It's just more me jumping the gun, I feel.
Yeah.
But exciting stuff coming from Paramount. Coming in 2024, so we still got a long time to go before we even see this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Got to see a second trailer. Hopefully, then we'll see a little bit more of his like performance.
Maybe. And that's even if they do a second trailer. A lot of these movies that go straight to streaming barely do second trailers. So.
Did it say straight to streaming?
Oh no, this one's getting a movie release, a theater release.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Let me see the tail end, because usually by the end it'll say in theaters or streaming. Oh yeah, in theaters, 2024.
Oh yeah, my bad. I guess because I assumed Paramount, so I thought it was gonna go straight to the Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
They're gonna bank on Marley.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Then I take back what I said.
Very good though. Sounds amazing, and I can't wait to see these movies. These are a couple movies that are gonna be on my roster. It sounds like we're gonna have to wait till 2024 for that one. But with that being said, that we're going to end this episode because, one, I'm out of topics, and two, I'm really tired. But we will be back to record more, and we'll have more coming to you guys this week. If we do miss a couple days, which glad we weren't able to miss this day. It is due to having a new child, but I will do my best to march on. Obviously, show must go on. We're going to give you that content. We'll give you guys our hot takes. Anything that, you guys don't think about, we'll say. If there's any movies that you guys want us to review, anything that you guys thought we should have been speaking about, but we didn't, Josh, let them know where they can let us know.
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, at FilmBros Podcast. We post new episodes are up. You can hit us up there for anything you want us to cover. Listen to us on the go, Spotify and Apple Podcasts at FilmBros Podcast. Subscribe to our Buzzsprout. Those are the links are in our bios. You get special perks, and you support us in a big way. When it's all said and done, subscribe to our YouTube because we are now, officially caught up. And again, we're also on YouTube Music. So
I like the trumpets.
Yeah. So subscribe, do all that, be caught up because new episodes are coming.
And with that being said, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Talk to you guys later.
I'm gonna go get some sleep.